And here at home, crime has been a hot topic in the race for governor. The story of a man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend just days after his prison release was used as ammunition in KOAT's gubernatorial debate. This is a case that Target 7 has been following closely. Here's John Cardinelli with the facts.
This man has now taken center stage in the race for governor in this new attack ad.
Many went on to commit more crimes, including career criminal Chris Beltran.
And in last night's KOAT debate.
His story is shocking. He was released early from prison, and then he was on the phone from prison before being released, talking to his girlfriend, saying he was coming to get her, and he could get a gun within 2 days, and he would come to her front door. He made good on that promise.
What's shocking is my opponent's description of facts that are factless. The case that he talks about, Mr. Beltran, in fact should have been in jail longer, but a Republican DA and judge failed to prosecute him for felony gun charges.
Target 7 first introduced you to Christopher Beltran. He was one of 700 inmates released from prison just days early under an executive order signed by Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham. Corrections Secretary Alicia Tafoya Lucero told Target 7 there was a strict criteria on selecting who got released.
For me, I was really wanting to focus on people who I knew were going to be released anyway, but also that they had a safe, viable location to go to, that they had a sponsor, that they had a parole and probation officer who was supervising them, and that we would be monitoring them.
After being released, Beltran never showed up at a halfway house, and a warrant was issued for his arrest.
Is it concerning that people would have violated between that time period? It certainly is concerning, but at the end of the day, it was 1% of all of the people who were released on that executive order.
When they captured him, he was thrown back in jail and sent to prison on a parole violation. He was released 8 months later. District Attorney Diane Liu says he should have served a year.
Calculate day for day. It appears that he was released early. And we looked at those numbers ourselves and recalculated the time. I know the Department of Corrections calculates it. Perhaps they gave him a good time in some manner differently.
Secretary Tafoya Lucero would not answer questions about Beltran. A spokeswoman told us he had served his entire sentence and released this document that certified it.
You don't want to show me where you're at, fool? Straight up, I'll find you my cell phone. I'll kick in your door by myself, fool. Straight up.
This was one of several phone calls Beltran made just days before he was let out. Target 7 obtained it through an open records request. And another, he talks about getting a gun.
Got the sickest gun that I could have get from the gun store.
Court records showed just days after being released, he showed up at his girlfriend's front door. There was another man inside, and Beltran allegedly shot and killed her. He has reached a plea agreement and faces up to 15 years in prison when he is sentenced in December. For Target 7, I'm John Cardinelli.
We asked the Corrections Secretary whether jail phone calls like the one you just heard are monitored. Target 7 is getting that answer for you. Stay with Action 7 News as our team investigates this case.